Silas and Forrest. How are you? This is Grandma. Grandma just washed her hair and it's still wet, and I didn't even dry it or anything. So this is just how I am. But look that the Ewings have at their house. Chicken Little. I'm going to shut the back shades because it seems like it's making a bright light. So is that better? I hope so. So Grandma is going to read Chicken Little, read and illustrated by who? One of Grandma and Silas's favorite authors, Steven Kellogg. Look at all these crazy characters. Wanted. I think I'm going to have to get my Wanted. Foxy Loxy. Foxy Loxy. Chicken Little. Oh, I haven't read this for a while. This is to Colin with love. And there's a little acorn and an oak leaf. It said, "Poultry coming," announced Foxy Loxy as he spotted Chicken Little skipping down the road. "That little featherhead will make a tasty chicken salad sandwich," he chuckled. "Where is Foxy Loxy?" There he is. But before Chicken Little got close enough for Foxy Loxy to pounce, an acorn fell from an oak tree and hit her on the head. Uh-oh. "Help, help, the sky is falling," shrieked the little bird. Her cries were heard by Henny Penny. "What's the matter?" she asked. "The sky is falling," said Chicken Little. "A piece of it hit me on the head." Henny Penny was horrified. "Call the police," she cried. "The sky is falling, the sky is falling." So Henny Penny's screaming too. "That hen sure has a plump pair of drumsticks," observed Foxy Loxy. "And they'll be mighty tasty southern fried." He was about to charge forward and capture the two chickens when the clamor reached Ducky Lucky. "What's all the cackling about?" asked Ducky Lucky. "The sky is falling," cried Henny Penny. "A piece of it fell on Chicken Little on his head." "That is terrible," said Ducky Lucky, and together the three birds wailed. "Help! Please, please! The sky is falling, the sky is falling." So what's Foxy Loxy gonna do? Foxy Loxy shivered with greed when he imagined how delicious Ducky Lucky would taste simmered in spices and sauce. "Help, help, help! Please, the sky is falling." Lucky Ducky and Chicken Little and Henny Penny are all wailing. But before he could spring from his hiding place, the cries of the group were heard by Goosey Lucy and Gosling Gilbert. See Gosling Gilbert in the stroller? "What luck," said Foxy Loxy. Oh, he whispered. "What luck," whispered the fox. "I'll taste the bite-sized one as soon as I get home, and I'll pop the fat one into the freezer and save it for Christmas." Because some people do eat goose for Christmas. "The sky is falling." Goodness. Foxy Loxy almost fainted with delight when Turkey Lurkey came running across the fields. "There's my Thanksgiving feast." Man, he chuckled. "This is the luckiest day of my life." He's going to have Chicken Little, Henny Penny, Lucky Ducky, the goose and the gooselets, Gilbert the goose, the gooseling, and now the turkey. I forgot the goose's name. I wonder, can you remember the goose's name? Goosey Lucy and Gosling Gilbert. And now the turkey. He was about to pounce on his victims when suddenly he realized it was 6 against 1. And that turkey and the goose looked like pretty tough birds. He muttered. I'll avoid a scuffle by outsmarting those foolish fowl. Fowl is another word for birds. So what does he do? He takes his truck and he puts a sign on it and it says, police. Disguising his truck and himself, he approached the group and announced, Officer Loxley, at your service, folks. What seems to be the problem? The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Chorused the birds. A piece of it hit me on the head, said Chicken Little. This is an emergency, declared the fox. Into the truck, and I'll take you directly to the headquarters. Oh, my goodness. And so they all are going into the truck. But Chicken Little's there. What happens? Suddenly, she looked more closely at the fox. Chicken Little remembered seeing the wanted poster. She remembered the wanted poster she had seen in town. It's Foxy Loxy, she screeched. It's Foxy Loxy. She shrieked, run for your life. The birds tried to escape, but Foxy Loxy threw Chicken Little into the truck and locked the door. Uh-oh, are they captured? Ha, 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 Foxy Loxy looks pretty happy. Before driving off, the fox couldn't resist reading the recipe he had selected for each of his captives. So there he is reading the recipes. And as for that nuisance about the sky was falling, he said, this is what's beaned the dim-wit chick. And it was an acorn. See, the acorn right up there. With a triumphant laugh, he hurled the acorn skyward, jumped into the truck, and cried, on to the kitchen. So, I tell you what, he looks like he has it. The acorn soared above the tree tops and lodged itself into the propeller gears of a Sky Patrol helicopter piloted by Sergeant Hippo Hefty. Where's the acorn? It's going right in there. And what happens? The gears get jammed, the propeller stops turning, and the helicopter plunged toward the earth. Uh-oh, what is going to happen? The falling helicopter crashed into the cab of the poultry truck. Foxy Loxy leaped from the wreckage screaming, the sky is falling! The sky is falling! He thinks the sky really is falling because that big old helicopter fell right on top of the truck. Stop that thug, cried the birds. The thug that he was talking about, Foxy Loxy. A thug is somebody who's not very nice. Sergeant Hefty flattened the fleeing fox. You're under arrest, he said. You mean I'm under a fat hippo, said Foxy Loxy. During his trial, Foxy Loxy insisted that he was innocent, but the judge sent him to prison on a diet of green beet gruel and weed juice. Oh, do you think he liked that? I bet he didn't, because he likes birds. On her way home, Chicken Little recovered the acorn. She planted it next to her coop. Is it going to become a tree? And years later, when the acorn was grown into a big oak tree, her grandchildren loved to snuggle beside Chicken Little and listen to her big adventure. I hope you liked listening to Grandma read The Big Adventure of Chicken Little by Steven Kellogg. And I sort of had forgotten that I should have maybe spent a couple minutes more on the first page when Chicken Little is looking at the wanted sign, because it had been a while since Grandma had read this book. I hope you liked it. I hope to talk to you soon. I love you. Bye.